Texas A&M. Just want to give some thoughts on that from the road trip.
I think for us, just kind of getting back to some basics. Look, after going back and watching the game, we're just a step slow. We just got to focus back on just the little details of what we're doing. Cutting a little bit harder, chasing a little bit harder down, ready to play, and we're definitely going to need to do that with this team. I mean, they're some of the best penetrators in our league. Athletic and get downhill, and I think that's what we need to really focus on these next days. Really being down, ready to guard, knowing that they're looking to attack. They got some guys that are capable behind the three-point line. But more so than anything, it's been being ready to guard their penetration and keeping them off the free throw line.
How much of this year has kind of also been like a study for you on what your guys can give you when you rotate so many guys in and out, given the circumstance? What's that been like?
It just speaks to the parity that we have in my mind. I mean, we got guys that are capable that can do different things. We had to really see what they could do, and sometimes it's kind of having that long view and understanding that maybe. You feel like you're sacrificing a little bit early on to build some confidence and some depth, for this point of the season. And I think it's rightfully so, because we've had the injury bug hit us again, and we needed guys that maybe didn't play early on, but because of the reps they got early on in the season and definitely in practice and learning, that they were ready to step up and contribute. So that's part of who we have to be right now, and who we'll continue to be. I think that provides more sustainability for having success long term.
You mentioned the injuries. Obviously, inside you're missing a couple of guys, and obviously you can't play 40 minutes. So how has that been as you try to rotate guys in and kind of figure that out too?
Well, it's been obviously you lose your leading scorer and losing rebound, and you got to adjust things, but. I thought we had some guys step up. Played our small lineup a little bit at Georgia, and it worked out for us. Wasn't able to get away with that as much against Kentucky, but I thought Malik came in and did some good things. He made some 3-pointers for us. Had kind of an advantage there, and it's just the next step for him is understanding, all right, maybe that I make a few now, I can be a facilitator and not feel like I got to go and have a huge night continuing to score the ball. And I think that's, with our team, we get into trouble when we start breaking off and trying to do things by ourselves. That's not how we're currently constructed to be able to play that way. We need each other. We need to have the ball pocket. We need to share. We need to set screens. Take your opportunities when they're there. I'm never. You ask any of these guys, I give them a lot of freedom when it comes to offense, but I want us to play together. And no matter who it is, if that guy, if it's a good shot, there's a great shot in the corner, we want the great shot in the corner no matter who it is. We trust that the guys put in the work and they can make plays for us when we get those type of opportunities.
This is another really good offensive rebounding team. Did you see anything on tape that you think maybe to adjust to for this game?
I think it's just an effort thing, and a focus. I think that was we were lacking a little bit in that last game out. Probably the last couple games wasn't a great rebounding game for us at Georgia either. But we we won a lot of 50-50 balls. We went and dug out some balls on the ground that we hadn't been getting, and kind of offset that. But I think there's still another level of having a physicality that we have to embrace. In order to really be good in this league, and that's going and meeting guys. You watch this team. All 4 guys are going. They're going hard. And if we find a way to secure the offensive rebound, we're going to have some opportunities in transition ourselves. But first things first, and that's securing the ball. And like I said, they're scrappy. They're going to be reaching. We have to be strong with the ball, but more importantly, we got to go and secure defensive boards.
What have you seen on this team?
I think that this is a team that we have a lot of pieces that are growing and continuing to grow, and we just gotta focus on getting better every day. Having Liam out really hurts us, so that's a really good opportunity for all of our guys to step up. It's a team Coach Stack likes to play as deep as he can, so having younger guys step up is a big piece to us moving on into the SEC play.
What have you seen out of Malik Diaz, speaking of the younger guys?
You know, Malik's taking some really big steps, especially last night it showed, or my bad, 2 nights ago it showed. I think that he's got another level that he can keep getting to. You know, he brings the stretch 5 that he can shoot the ball. He's a really great shooter, and once he learns to do other things, like a little bit of facilitating, a little bit of screening, like all of those little things, once he learns all of those pieces of the game, I think it's going to really expand what he can really do for us.
Being one of the veterans, you know, on this squad, is there something you and Jordan, Trey Miles do to talk to some of the younger guys about keep your head up and coming
Yeah,
up a little?
you know, it's a long season. That's kind of our thing that we say when we're, you know, facing a tough loss. Like, it's a long season. We still have basketball left to play. We can't really feel down. Like, we're about to go play another really tough team at their home. So we don't have time to really sit back and feel bad about a loss. We got to learn from it, grow, get better, and move forward.
Playing against a guy like Schwiebe last game, now you're going up against Julius Marble for Texas A&M. What do you kind of take away from playing such a great center that you're going to try and do on Saturday?
You know, it's all about working early a lot of times with bigs. Being physical early, not letting people get to their spots. You can get away with it a little bit more at the big, just when they try and back down. Whereas at the guard spot, you have to, you know, move your feet to get there first. With bigs, if you're in place, you can kind of keep them out of where they want to get to. So just making sure that I work early to keep people from getting to their sweet spots.
Along those lines, is the challenge of facing a team, as Coach was talking about, it crashes the boards, they're always big and physical inside, and you guys, you know, are missing a couple of your big physical guys. What's the challenge to you guys to try to do what you can?
It's just making sure all 5 guys box with physicality. We know that they're going to crash hard, so making sure we don't let them get into the paint before we hit them, trying to hit them outside of the paint so that they don't have that momentum to get those offensive rebounds.
Stack talked after last game kind of about the veteran effort. How do you kind of see that in the locker room and how you guys adjusted to that?
You know, I think it's just everyone needs to keep trying to step up. You know, just every game, like, you know, we knew guys just didn't have quite the game they wanted to, so just making sure we bring that attention and that energy and focus on the details, so that way we're ready to go, making sure everyone's ready to step up when it's time to play.